Yeah, I'm the son of the South, blood crimson red. Blue jeans faded with a grease-stained hands. Scars on my knuckles, and that's still who I am. Don't come over here disrespecting my homeland. My homeland, yeah.
Hey guys, outlaw crafts here, and today I'm just doing basically a huge update on everything. First thing here in the update is I got my little garden here, which right over there was where my rabbit pen was this spring. So my first garden, and the sad truth is, but everything I showed you in the first little clip about this was everything died. The frost got it. Had it out too early. Frost, it was really late this year. So I did wait to get this stuff in. It's doing good now. These are all zucchini plants, and I know I might look crazy, but I'll do something with them. This row here is actually the green zucchinis that were in my earlier video this year. Those are them, and they did come good. And as you can see, there's one there. This row, I ended up buying yellow zucchinis, and they are doing very well. Next row is green zucchinis. I believe they're Black Beauty zucchinis. These ones are, they're just squash zucchinis. These ones are supposedly yellow zucchinis that I got in late, but I have a funny feeling I got these mixed up with some green zucchinis. I did have one issue with these zucchinis, and that was blossom end rot. Blossom end rot is when your zucchini gets to be about, that big, and the flower dies and rots and starts to rot your zucchini, and your zucchini rots and will fall off the vine. I did have a few of these plants do that, so I had to go and buy. It was hen's manure. It was a plant food. It said it was a great source of calcium for your plants. Now I gotta go grab some water for these guys. Give these plants here a nice little drink. That's about it here for this little garden. I'm overall pretty happy with the production here so far. I got one right there. This one coming right there. Another one there. Some really nice yellow ones on the way. A few more over there. The next garden with watering can in hand. I haven't moved too far away. There's my other garden over here, and here's this one here. The thing I want to water here is my pepper plants. They're getting some nice peppers coming on them. And I should give the radishes a drink. These are my radishes. Give my Swiss chard a little drink. Also just splash some water around on these buttercup squash. I'm sure they wouldn't not like that. Ooh. Gave those zucchinis there a drink. A little bit there to my dad's buttercup squash. Some more buttercup squash. Those are the buttercup squash. There's some cucumbers I planted for my dad. I got a roll of potatoes here. Should give a little check here for some bugs. Bugs in these potatoes. Check my pumpkin plant over there. There's my pumpkin plant right there. Not too bad. Alright guys, that's about it here in this garden for me. The rest of the stuff is my grandparents who live up there. And right now we're heading over there to check on some rats. This is my grandparents' old chicken pen. They weren't using this year. Thank goodness, because that rabbit there had babies. She had 5. So the 4 black ones and 1 brown one there in the back. And they were all happy in my other pen until the other mother had babies. Then these guys had to move out to give her some room. Hey, rabbit. This is as good a spot as any to move them to, considering I didn't have any more room in my other place. They seem pretty happy here. That mother doesn't, I guess. She doesn't like me around her babies. That little brown one there, I'm pretty sure she's spoken for as a pet. Her name is Bun Bun. The little black ones are going to be my meat rabbits, and the other one had 8 little babies, and those ones are all for sale. See, here's the little pen in here. They got their feed, a little dish over there, some hay in there, a little water bottle there. See that mother? They're actually pretty clean. She only poops in that corner, and she did that in my other pen too. So that is a plus for rabbits. They are pretty clean. A little house there, the inside piece that they go in at night. Guys, the gardens are there. I'm gonna head right down there to the driveway, all the way down there, and then go see the other rabbits. Guys, I've arrived down the road to the driveway. The next spot we're going is a garden. It's just right there. Down here at the next garden, which is my uncle's. He put the potatoes in here for my grandparents this year. These are his buttercup squash. And I could have possibly have snuck in a zucchini plant in there. And you might think I'm nuts with all the zucchinis. I get 55 of them. If each plant has 2 zucchinis on it, that's 100 and some zucchinis, which is going to be quite a bit, but I'll do something with them. Now we're off to down there with the tractor and down in the field where my rabbits are. Yeah, it's Skidder and Sawmill there. Our plant I bought 2 or 3 weeks ago and put in there. Don't know if it's doing good or not, but we'll see. There's some old rhubarb there. It's pretty near done for the year, and it didn't come very good this year. That was about as big as it got. There was only just a few pieces bigger than that. Some nice clover coming there for the rabbits. I plowed this piece, cultivated it, seeded it, and rolled it with my dad's cub. I seeded it by hand, but everything else I did with my dad's cub. Here's my rabbit pen. I spent way too much money and time building, but I guess it looks kind of cool. Started it last fall, not next fall. It wouldn't make too much sense, would it? She's 4x6. Said in my other video, 5 feet to there. Built this all entirely myself. Nobody put a screw in it, put a nail in it, other than me. Paid for it all with my allowances. Bought the chipboard, screws, nails at the local hardware store. Got my grandfather and my dad help me bring it home for me. My dad made a little plates there to pull from. We can move it with his tractor, his truck, or his skidder. Other than that, I did it all myself. All the 2x2s and stuff. She's framed out of 2x2s. I cut them all with a chop saw, and all the chipboard, all the 1/4-inch chipboard. I cut all that with an electric chainsaw. Did it all myself. Laid it out with a board as a edge to run down with the chainsaw. Cut it all myself. You'd never know. I took my time. I spent way too much time on this, recutting pieces and making it perfect. Don't think I'd build a pen like this again. If you guys can see, it's quite a big pen. I don't know why anyone would ever need a rabbit pen 5 feet up to there. We don't have rabbits that big. I guess it's a learning experience. Spent a lot of money in it, but I can keep my rabbits in there and go outside. My next pen I'm building, I'll show you guys. It's a little bit simpler and probably what I should have did with this. Inside here, finally I decided to come in here without stop yakking for a minute. There's Mother Rabbit. See, like I said, she only poops in that corner. That over there, that was the other rabbits that were in here, the other babies. And the same with the other mother. She'd poop in that corner, and that's it. I'll show you guys the little babies. The mother will let me. There they all are in there. They're so cute. So these ones are all for sale. There's little brown ones and little black ones. The mother was brown, the dad was black, so just get a mixture of both. He's down here on the bottom. Hero. And she goes outside. I let her out. She can go back and forth all day. She's got her water, food, and she can go outside and eat grass. I like to throw in a few heads of lettuce for her. She loves that. But yeah, that's pretty much my rabbit pen for right now. I gotta put the stain on it this week. I got my other trim piece to put up in that corner like this one. Put it back over there. I would have liked a little lighter red, but it's a rabbit pen. Here's my other garden. I got my pen right there, so not far away again. Pickling cucumbers there. Making dill pickles. Some eggplants here. Whether they'll do anything or not, I have no idea. Apparently bugs just love the eggplants terrible. I had to dust them because every type of a bug was eating them. Lettuce, I bought 2 sets of transplants, 6 in each. So I got $4 into this lettuce and it's coming really good. Some of it's missing because I've been pulling the odd piece off to give to the rabbits. I should take a little handful over to them right now. He loves the homegrown lettuce, eh? That saves on money. A head of lettuce is like $3 or $4, depending on where you get it. So I grow those heads of lettuce, snip them off, feed them to them, and they grow back. A little bit of savings and offsets the feed cost just a little bit if I can feed them some lettuce that I grow. Thinking about on grass really does help with the feed cost in my opinion. But I think that's a better way to have your rabbits in general if they like to get out and have some grass. One problem I did have with this setup was the rabbits would dig a tunnel up underneath the pen. Luckily they wouldn't go under this 2x6, but I'd up underneath there. Oh, they love getting up underneath there. And then they don't want to come out, and I want to move my pen, so that was a little bit of a challenge trying to get them out of there, because that's a 2x4, so there's a 2-inch gap between the 2x4 and the ground, so it was basically like a little bit of a start for them. It was easier for them to dig under there. Got 1 strawberry plant in here this year. Next year, my uncle seeded a piece there for deer, so right over there, 100 by 30, I'm going to put strawberries there next year. I got my new tractor with a 1-furrow Brindley plow, and my dad's cub to look after them. So it shouldn't be as hard as it usually is. Should make it a little easier, but there's still some labor required there. Water trailer never looked better. Got a soaker hose for it. Haven't got to use it because my orange tractor needs a coil. My new tractor needs head gaskets. So awesome. My push mower here. I mow this around right here. Getting a little path to my pen. My dad's friend's got some bees here, but we'll get some honey out of them, I think. That one he just brought out today, so I'll give them lots of space. The goose pen didn't go far. I wanted to fence around this apple tree and have them in there. That deal didn't quite work out this year, but hopefully next year. Off to my dad's garden, which is right down there. And there's his Christmas trees, if you can remember videos of those. Dad's garden, peas, potatoes, corn, beans in a little ways, green red pepper plants, hot pepper plants, tomatoes. These are all beans. Then there's some beets. Oh my gosh, you went heavy on the carrots. I'm pretty sure that whole row's carrots in the last 4 feet of its Swiss chard. Down there where she's quite thick down there, that's a radish. That's all onion. Potatoes. Well, easy growing those now. We put our squash, cucumbers, zucchinis, and stuff like that right in these hills here that I'd made. Well, my dad got the cub this year, so now he just backs in here with the cultivators and drags the rows there, all the weeds out of it instead of doing it with a tiller. Saves just a little bit of time. My row of corn I put in here this year, thinking about dressing it up with some 15 fertilizer. See if we actually get some corn this year, because we haven't had much luck with corn before. Washed potato bug and some eggs, and that is just what we don't need, because I've been doing really good with potato bugs this year, and if we have eggs and little ones, it's just we don't need, because it's been a pretty good year so far, but it's still enough time it could turn into an invasion like it has in years before. 6 more potato bugs. The other radishes are, Swiss chard's going up pretty good. There's a mixture, just white Swiss chard is called Bright Lights. A little bit of a mixture. These radishes aren't going to be good if no one doesn't pick them. Oh, that one's not quite big enough. Oh, there were some good ones down here. I thought there was the other. Oh, there's a nice one there. Any more? Oh, I picked some of these and take them to my dad. I don't care for radishes, but I love growing stuff, so I grow some. He grows some. You can grow them a few times a year, so if you don't get them in early, no big deal. Oh, something was just after his bean plants. Terrible. They're all just like sawed off. I don't know what that is. What's been eating them? I've never grown beans before. Okay, if you guys are wondering why you're watching a 13-year-old kid grow all this food and gardens and look after gardens and stuff, well, the answer to that question is my grampy's got a 500-acre farm here, and me being the kid that I am, I love being into mechanical stuff, and I've always loved agriculture, even since the time I was a little kid. So when I got my chance to get my first few garden tractors, a little plow for it, my dad's cub tractor with cultivators and stuff, and that's basically farming to me. I got, I think, 15 or 16 rabbits now, geese next year, all these gardens and stuff to look after. I plant and weed them, and that's what I always keep busy. To me, that's a lot of fun. So this winter, the plan is to go all winter without eating anything from the grocery store, because who likes to rely on the grocery store? Now, the plan is for that, you could buy ingredients, sugar, salt, flour, you know, stuff like that. I've been making rhubarb pie and ice cream like crazy. Made some vanilla ice cream this week. Buy your sugar, your cream. And I bought the milk, which hopefully we'll be able to fix that problem in a few years. Don't like buying the milk. We got the property for the cow, so hopefully we'll get the cow sometime. But the whole idea this winter is make pies and ice cream and zucchini bread, and my dad gets 100 chickens, and next year he's getting pigs. I'm getting geese next year, and I get rabbits this year. And my dad hunts and I hunt. We both fish. So if we can get enough stuff this summer, hopefully fall to spring, no trips to the grocery. Big coon tractor, the old thing, probably trying to eat my rabbits. Just over there. Some retushes. Look.
Those?
Go to the garden.
Whose garden?
Yours.
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't grow anything like that.
I may as well put the buns in before I go back up to my house. You staying in there for the night, Bun? Put the ramp up so I don't get too much breeze in there on the babies. That would not be good. Move there, my mom. Oh, don't you jump in there, you might hurt one. See, when I come in here, she gets scared and she jumps in the box. Afraid she might hurt one. He's got all kinds of the food. He's got some food. His water is up to there. How are the babies looking? Mom, do they look okay? Oh, there's starts snarling. Do you hear that? They'll make a little something, some kind of a noise. They're all good for the night. My dad, I just dropped them radishes off to him. He was up there in the woodshed dropping off his rear tine tiller. And there he is down there. He's going into his garden. Something was just eating his beans terrible. He's going down there. He's all mad now. He's going to go fix them somehow. You guys didn't know this. My tiller came from in there. Rabbit pen's down there. The tiller came from in here, a little under the deck here by the house. The tiller, I found her in there. She had the seized engine, missing one wheel, the clutch all beat out of her. It was a beater, but she's definitely paid for herself. I'll try to edit in a little bit of her in action. There's my dad's 2 chicken pens down there. He ordered 100 chickens. They'll be there soon. Grabbed some lettuce here for the other buns up at my grandparents' chicken pen. I'll grab some for them. Just a little bit off each head. I don't know whether I should snip a head off or just grab a few pieces every night. I've just been grabbing a few pieces every night. Pretty much just a little snack for them. But, anyway. Orange one just waiting for a coil in the stack to be put back on it. Loved it. That's terrible. The rabbits are just having a snack. Yeah? You guys all closed up for the night. The rabbit tractor we'll have for next year. The outside here, 4 feet by 4 feet wire. Just a slanted roof back, the door in there. Probably keep 5 rabbits in there. This is how I should have built my other pen. You guys noticed I was on foot tonight. KDX80 needs both sprockets. Ordered them. Just waiting for them in the mail. Hopefully someday soon. My new to one, the Roper 20T, just kind of teasing you guys with the Sears Suburban thing. Got the Brainly 1 furrow plow on her. That came with it. My wench on it to lift it. Couple controls. She's all been rewired. Built the dash. Can't get into too much depth with that because this video is probably already going to be long. There's the hood for it. It's got to be put back on. Watering cans. A few more plants there got to go in. The Gilson Bros tiller. Never seen better days. A little bit of dust down her, but not too bad. Look, there comes a dog. Becky, what are you doing? Good dog, Becky. Woo! There's my homemade ice cream I made there. Just finished filling up this week. There's about 5 or 6 batches in that. And I also should show you guys, this is my crabapple jelly I made last fall. I think I got like maybe 7 bottles left of it. There was 12 in there. So my dad's jars are all pickling and canning stuff out of the garden. 3 freezers here for rabbits and chickens and pigs and whatever else. Guys, you can be in the video. If you like the video, give her a gigantic or a big thumbs up. And see you in the next video.